Hello, ladies and gentlemen, I'm the Innkeeper, and today we're playing some Prison Architect. Sounds like a good idea. Grand Theft Prison in the works right now. I just started. I didn't even think about what I was doing, to be honest with you. Usually, I like to set up, know what I'm doing, but this time, no. Fuck it. We're against the rules. The rules are against us as well, so maybe we should think about that just a little bit. Anyway, what are we doing right now? Last episode, we accessed a few trees. Deployment. One of my more favorite trees. The guard positions, for some reason, right now are gone. But then that might be because, yeah, okay, you've got to click on the guard positions. And then it will work. And we'll end up using all of this stuff later on once we create cell block B. Beautiful. Then we have the contraband thing, which is just amazing. You get to see all the contraband. And we've been dealing quite heavily on the contraband. There's also some drugs here that managed to make their way through, and a needle, which they have obviously stole from the infirmary. Now, this is because they kept going through the infirmary to get to the canteen. At least that's what I think, anyway. So it's a good idea that I put it here, because that way, then the only way they're ever going to get in is if they actually need to go into the infirmary. So that helps out a little bit. You know, no drugs or needles are going to be taken anymore. Obviously, these spoons and bloody forks are constantly going to be taken. So I'm not too sure what I can really do about that, other than, of course, the obvious plan, which is to just put metal detectors there. Also, visitation is going to be a bit of a problem in the future, because somehow the residents can pass stuff through the metal detectors and into the into the visitation. Merv right now is talking into my ear, and it's a bit weird. And okay, now he's waddling around and doing stuff. Okay, he's still there though. And yeah, excuse me a second. I do apologize. I have... I need to clear my throat. Pretty much. I should have done it before I started, to be honest with you, but it didn't feel as bad until now, so there we go. Worry about that later. Or clothes as well, the laundrette, or the laundromat, or the laundry zone, is in use at the moment. If I just start it now, the water should be able to get to these areas. Yeah, there we go. And that should work out fairly well. Is it nighttime? I don't know. Oh, no, it's not. It's just that I'm in the contraband thing. And then, of course, emergencies, which I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure what cloning is as well. I mean, I guess it's like clone a particular building and recreate it with everything that's inside the building. Excuse me. It makes sense. Not gonna lie. So we need to do cell block B. I did mention that before. I do feel like we need more prisoners. Before we do that, though, we need to set the canteen up just a little bit. Probably a good idea to do that before they have to start eating and that lot. They have a little while. Like, we got a few hours until they have to eat. We don't have any morning eating times, do we? It's a bit strange. I'm not too sure why that is the case. We should really have, like, maybe a 1 hour feast. And then maybe, like, a 1 hour lunch break. And then, like, 2 hour... I'm not too sure how the food's really going to work right now. No one's complaining about it, I don't think. Let's just, is there, like, a proper psychology screen? Like, needs. Here we go. So, food. Okay, food is actually medium. So, yeah, food needs to be increased a little bit. I think the case is that they don't have a meal morning. They don't have a lunch. They don't have breakfast, lunch, and dinner is what I'm trying to say. Recreation... See, no one goes into the common room. I'm not too sure why they have the right to complain about recreation when they barely ever use it. Anyway, I'm going to take the grant for the cell block B, just in case I forget about doing that. Cell block B, basically, we need to increase our prison size to a maximum of 50. Actually, it says it right there. I guess it would. So it's going to be pretty difficult. I mean, basically, we need to make this what we have now, only times, well, you know, times 2 of what we have right now. A little bit less, obviously, because that's 26. 8 times out, that'd be 20. That'd be 52. So, you know, it doesn't matter. Right now, we don't have to worry about that kind of thing. We just need to worry about where we're going to put these cells. See, down here works for me. And then we could also have a yard, like a small yard is there, a small yard in that place. That would work out fairly well. And then maybe another shower nearby, obviously. And obviously the canteen would also be increased. So maybe we should, like I said before, I did say that I should get this canteen done and dusted with. I'm going to try and do the double table thing. because I feel like it would use up a bit more space, a bit less space. So there we go. I'm not going to take 50 prisoners in right off the bat, I might add. That would be a very silly thing to do. So I'm not going to be doing that. And also, I'm not going to be making 2 gates here yet until we have sort of dealt with the situation. Because otherwise, they're just going to escape. Right, there we go. There's that. Alright, now we can actually make the... Oh, hopefully this does actually work. It doesn't look like it works, but I'm going to have to hope it does. And then what we do is we... Which one would it be? See, it just doesn't look like it works, but... I mean, I've seen people do it, so I'm going to have to hope, basically. There we are. And then we just do that. There we go. And then we do this. It's hard to see if that actually is going to help. I mean, I guess it does, because it gives us what we had before. Actually, it gives us a little bit more than what we had before, I guess, so... Don't worry about it too much. Also, we'll be using a bit of the parts that we've already used before, so it's actually all right. I'm not going to worry about it too much. Just hoping that they actually use it to the potential that I am hoping. Feed all prisoners is still a thing. All right, I do feel like we need to go shower and then eat here. All right, that's what I'm going to do, and then it can go to. Well, actually, we could do eat 2 hours here. Let's see how well they do first. I feel is a good idea. And then we'll judge it. The danger level is actually medium and is increasing. 11 prisoners have serious complaints. I think that's mostly food that's making that problem sort of that's rising that problem. Food is the largest thing there. Freedom is always going to be critical. It always is. Well, I think it always is anyway. So I'm not going to bother too much with that. But food is always going to, it's going to be there. Sleep for some reason they're complaining about, which doesn't make much sense. Since, look how much sleep they get. Okay, try and look how much sleep they get. Look at that. What do you go? They get a good 8 hours, I think. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8 hours. So, I mean, that's alright. That's how much a human being needs. I would decrease it if you continue to complain. Right. So... we need to make these cell blocks here. How am I going to get this done? Maybe I should make the yard and shower first before I start making some cell blocks. Mostly because I need to judge how these cell blocks are going to work. Should I make a yard? The thing is, these 2 prisoners, that maybe we should keep them separate in some way or form. Like, maybe that's maximum security here, and then there's minimum security and low minimum security, that is. Medium to minimum security, and then max security on this side. I'm not too sure. I think I'm just going to take minimum security, because, I'm new at this. I'm still kind of new at this. I'm not too sure what I'm doing. Just need to clear my throat there once again. Disgusting. Anyway. So, where do we want the showers to be? Like, we don't need it to be that big. Actually, we kind of do. Just going to backtrack there. Like, actually... We do kind of need it to be pretty big. Like, maybe a shower there and a shower on the other side. But then again, we could have, like, a shower here and then a common room on that side. So maybe I'm thinking about this all wrong. There's so much we can do. Okay, there is just so much we can do right now. And I kind of want this bit to be completely inside. So the yard could be pretty long now that I think about it. So, well, obviously we wouldn't have to do anything with the yard. Other than place a wall along this side. Well, along this bit anyway. And that should help us out quite a bit. So what we'll do is we'll make 2 rooms here. There we are. And they're roughly the same size. And they will be the showers, I think. I think that would make sense. Since it's going to be the same amount of people on this side, we're probably going to need 2 more showers as well. And they're close to the feeding... Well, they're close to the feeding grounds, which will help us out fairly well. So we're also going to have a hallway here. And we'll block that off later. Which goes down like this, I think. So 13, 8, and 4. There's 4, 13, and 8, and 6 there, and 6 there. That works out. And that will be how they get down and through this corridor right here. I feel like this corridor is actually too big. I don't know why it won't let me get rid of that. Let's get rid of this whole bit. There we are. Actually, no. You know what? I regret my decision. I feel like this is a decent size. How big are the ones we have now? No, see, these are 2 by 2. Well, they're 2 blocks wide. So that makes more sense to make that 2 blocks wide. God, an entire episode's going to go towards building. It happened on Timber and Stone as well, okay? An entire episode went towards trying to create a structure. Not even creating it. It didn't create the structure. Like, planning the structure is what really happened there. Anyway. And then we'll also have a corridor along here. There we go. And that should be okay. And that just sort of helps them get around, basically. And then we can also have... Do we want to have... No, we don't want to have a door there, because then they would go through here in order to get to the canteen. I don't want that to happen at all. So, we won't do that. We'll just have the infirmary here. The infirmary here is also good, because they have to then go down through this metal detector. But then again, I'm not too sure if we can detect pills. So, we should probably watch out there. I'm not too sure how this metal detector works in the game. In real life, it would not detect the pill. Anyway. So, now we need to get the cells nice and done. Nice and well formed. Maybe we should get this bit constructed first. Just so we know what we're doing. And you know what? We'll make 2 doors here now, because I feel like it should be safe. So, a jail door here, and another jail door there. That should be fine. So there we are. We're getting it nice and constructed. Did they eat? I didn't actually notice. I think their hour went up too quickly. So they didn't get a chance to really feast. Yeah, they didn't. Okay, so we need to change that to a 2-hour time. And then free time can take up this work. You see, the problem here is that it's too close now. We need to change this to sleep time. Oh, no. It's a bit laggy. I don't know why. And then we can change this to a shower. And then we can change this to eating. And then this to free time. I think that works out. And we put this one ahead a little bit more. And then we put more free time there. There's too much free time. We need to have a lockup after lunch, I suppose. And then they can have 2 hours free time. Or 1 hour free time and then 1 hour work. Yeah, that makes more sense. And that's sort of a decent gap between all of the meal times, as it were. The second they wake up, they have to go and have a shower. That's how it works. I don't want to waste an hour just not doing anything. And then they can immediately go and eat. And then lock up. Okay, that makes more sense now. It's decreasing now, the this, apparently. And is now increasing. A knife was caught. The danger level is medium right now, and it is currently increasing. Now it's decreasing once again. Not too sure if their minds are really being made up here, to be honest with you. Also, these doors are wedged, which isn't a great thing to see, to be honest with you. We need to get that thing out of the way before the people try and escape. So we keep our eye open. We want the guard to be stationed over here. He won't actually stay over there. Okay, I didn't think about that. And it looks like the danger level is now low, and 3 prisoners are well treated. Deterrent. 1 punishment has been handed down recently. Oh, right. Okay, then. Because he found some shit. Ah, this guy. What are you doing? Jave balls? Wow, really? Jave. I'm not too sure. Anyway. I was convicted in 2008 for charges against humanity. Really? Ironically enough, no charges were filed for failure to abide child labor laws in his oil empire. Sentenced to 19 years for aggravated burglary. And robbery. Okay, then. So he was once again sent. He was convicted of a crime. Or at least he was told that his crime wasn't what he was actually doing. Okay. It seems to be the case with most people here. This guy was actually checked. Like, just stupidly. So, ah, look, it does work. Okay, that's good to see. So they're all feasting. The 2-hour lunchtime is working out for them. Unfortunately, the food's taking a little while. No bacon left. That's never good to see. You know, I'd be very unhappy if there was no bacon left. We need to get the power saw down. Also, we need to have a wall along here. There we are. And the showers are a bit close to one another, but...
Look it.
Basically. And we want to have... where do we want the doors in the shower? Do I want them there? No, I want them here, like a double door there, and then another one here. Yeah, that works out. It's a bit awkward, because it's not entirely symmetrical, but oh well. Screw it. And now we do the tiles. Actually, do we even bother? You know what? No, we don't bother. We don't bother doing the tiles right now. Right, I feel a lot safer in here. They're still getting the walls done on that side, so we'll wait for that to take place. And at the moment, how is the feeding going? Fairly well. No one's complaining. Let's check psychology. How are you feeling right now? Clothing and alcohol. Your clothing should be fine. I'm not too sure what the problem is. Who's doing the clothes? The clothing of some form. Like, there's a nice sort of cleaned piece of uniform on your tables. I'm not too sure why you're complaining about that, sir. I guess you don't have one for some reason. I'm not too sure why. Alcohol. We're not going to give you alcohol. What am I meant to do there? Oh, right. I guess some sort of rehabilitation would probably work there. That makes sense. We'll have to make some programs to stop people drinking too much. Well, having the need to drink, basically. That makes sense now that I think about it. Now that I use my brain, it makes sense. Utilities needs to be in action. And we wanted to go like this. Yeah, we wanted to do that. Fairly expensive. In fact, I'm not too sure if I'm even going to be able to afford to do most things now, actually. But oh well, we'll worry about that later. We'll worry about it later. Calm down. Don't worry. Don't worry. Anyway, don't know what I'm saying. Showers need to be placed. And we'll probably need to take another grant for something else later. Because I don't think we'll be able to afford this just yet. Showers. Actually, you know what? We do need metal detectors here and here now that I think about it. Yeah, that's going to make a lot of sense. Okay, then. Actually, we probably don't need them there. We could have, like, a metal detector here and a metal detector there instead. We'll figure it out. Basically, we will figure that out. Right now, though, I'm trying to find the shower. There we go. Shower here. Shower there. And you can have the drains here. Drains there. And we will make the shower go here as well, because otherwise it won't detect the drains. Which is what we need detecting. There we go. Right. And now we need to have some shower heads. One there, one there. One there, one there. Very expensive. But it's all for the greater good. At least that's what they're telling me. I'm not too sure if that's right. Right, there we go. That will work out. And then we'll make some small pipes around the area there in the utilities. If I can find it. I click everything but the utilities. Well, mostly everything. And we'll have the pipe going along there. And we'll have another pipe going along here. Yeah, righty then. Showers were just used there, which is a bit unfortunate, really, because I think they're trying to... No, they're not trying to get down there. Okay, that's good. What happened to all the guards? 0 guards are available. Why is that? Are they all tired? Or is it because they're all patrolling? I don't... Alright, I guess it's because they're all patrolling. That makes sense, but I do feel like we need more guards. Like 1 more guard here. There we are. So you have one guard available because he's the only one not patrolling. So he's like the guard that just looks everywhere. I feel pretty good about that. She's going to do her own thing, and I accept that. And we need to get we need to speed up this process, guys. Come on, you're taking a long time. Mostly because you're trying to get the pipes and the cables done. Mostly the pipes, actually. Oh, no, now you're getting the cables done. Took your time. Bloody hell, a lot of people got stopped there. That's half the problem here. Whoa, what the hell's that? What did he find? Oh, cigs. Is that some cigarettes? Yeah, some cigs. Okay, I'm not too sure where they came from. They came... Yeah, okay, they were smuggled from visitation. Okay, that makes sense. We need to keep guards... I'm not too sure, like, we should keep this maximum security. Like, people should always be, like, checked before they come and go. We can't just have a metal detector there constantly. Like, is there some sort of deployment thing we can do here that makes that happen? Can I hover over this and it will tell me if there's any specific parameters? Maximum security only, shared, staff only. We selected the staff only areas, yeah. We'll have to live with it for now. Let's speed this up. Okay, it looks like we got most of these pipes done. We just need to get the bigger ones done. And we also need to put the showers in. I'm not too sure why they're taking so long to do so. They've become lazy. I don't get them to do much building anymore. Now they're just like, fuck it, why bother anymore? Okay, it looks like the light's in now. That's good to see.